Hello, peace be with you. It's Dr. Wendy Rowley, the Wonder of Human Design YouTube channel, and the playlist, The New Christ Connection. And we're apparently being upgraded for a short period of time to an extra oomph to be able to heal the human consciousness grid in some sort of fast track. Yay, I'll do it. Okay, I'm already doing the Great Global Healing Party. And actually, I don't do it. Forgive me for saying that. I mean, I have this, through Aliania, we have this healing going on the Wonder of Human Design YouTube channel as a free event 4 or 5 times a year. And we do the healing together with our souls. Please forgive me for that. Just popped out that way. But this is what I really meant to say. Okay, let me get out of the way. And let's hear what Aliania has to say. And I believe we are in episode 8. Oh, good day to you, dearest beings of light. It's Aliania of Cosmic Service, Pleiadian Mother of Sound. Peace be with you, peace be with you, and peace be with you. So, we broached something that hasn't come out very much out on the web yet, but that there is the ability to have some profound upgrades in your spiritual anatomy to heal the human consciousness grid. And for those that do it, it won't be turned off. But on the human consciousness grid, it will be turned off. Now, let me say this in another way and explain it a different way, but we wanted that out in the very beginning. For those who feel the call to join in at the group level around the world to heal the human consciousness grid, the higher evolved spiritual anatomy that is turned on will not be turned off. At the level when the healing is done for this special period of the great shift, it'll be turned off at the human consciousness grid level because it is not time for it to come forward with everyone. That sounds very bribery-like, doesn't it? We don't mean it to be. We don't mean to make it sound the way that it does, but it's a very hard thing to explain, and let us try to explain it now. So, when you have the great shift, you have 3 main abilities in it. The ability to evolve in a very profound way, the ability to put up setups that will carry you probably for about 500,000 years, and the ability to fast-track clear the human consciousness grid to bring peace and solutions to Earth sooner. This is why we have come down to this level into a human and into several humans, because all of them are doing this kind of a work. And this is the only place where you will really see a true Pleiadian mother. It'll be someone who's doing some pretty profound grid work. And that's what we have to say about that. So the abilities have been upgraded to the periphery of the planet to do the fast-track healing of the human consciousness grid. And that requires some special setups. And we have said that for the first time, the ability to heal in the creational level of the spiritual anatomy is here. And it is part of the window of the great shift. So, those who partake in the great global healing parties that are out there on the web for the public have a particular spiritual anatomy that is being enlivened and turned on, and it's their soul's decision. So don't freak out if you've been at the great global healing party and you are suddenly going, I don't think I wanted this. It's your soul's decision. It's a soul decision. Whenever you get to this level of healing, the soul is pretty much running the show. And the higher creational divine intelligence, and the higher creational beings, and the Christ, and those who serve, all of that kind of thing. Because they're setups on a planet so that there could be no abuse. And so only certain things can happen in certain ways by certain things going to an alignment so that the energies can flow. And that's purposeful. So, the Great Global Healing Party people, as they progress along in it, get different anatomy enlivened. And those tapes are being left on the web on purpose so you could go back and listen to them. And so you can have the healing at any time, because this is quantum entanglement healing. And you just intend it and have it. And that's why those are all being put on the web. And this will be something that goes on for a series of sessions, and then it'll end. And what it'll be is, if someone wants to heal their human karmic Akash at the interface of the higher self group and the higher self individual, them, that will be there free as a course or a series for them to move through and just sit in intention and have those healings, and their soul will be making the connections. Those that do that are getting anatomy turned on at the higher self soul individual interface in the creational energies that will not be turned off. And there's a reason for that, and we're going to explain that in a second. But at the healing paradigm for this great shift to fast track the human consciousness grid is going to go on for approximately maybe 10 years after this one's life. And she's going to pass on her work to another person for another 10 years. And that's going to happen with several of the grid people that are doing this work with the Pleiadian mothers. But and then that ends. And then the human consciousness grid is going to be disconnected from those connections. But the reason why a group of souls are being invited to have those connections ahead and keep those connections is because those who would feel called to do that work at some level most likely have some work on some level of their soul that would benefit from those connections. And that's why they're being left. It's kind of like a soul kitchen where any soul can go and pick up some connections and that the soul would like the interim spirit body to have for future incarnations. Because these connections only come at the time of the great shift. So it's kind of like we've opened a restaurant and we put up a menu, and anyone who wants to come and eat for free and have some tasty things can do that. And that's what the purpose of the Great Global Healing Party is. And there'll be approximately 36 sessions in there. And we had said to the group during COVID that she worked with, that we had mentioned, a group around the world, that she'd a fast-track karmic Akashic healing system. And we told them that if they continued 36 sessions, they could heal their entire Akash. If they continued 36 more sessions. And this is what we're referring to, although this one didn't know it. So, if you heal through these 36 sessions, you heal your entire karmic, lower creational karmic Akash on the human consciousness grid, and then you give the intention for your soul to do it for you individually. Yes. So that is the purpose of the Great Global Healing Party, and this is the first time this has come out. So this is what this episode 8 is about, and 8 is often a number of magic, and there you go. This is a pretty magical thing as far as it is. Peace be with you. You are dearly loved. Expect benevolence in all you do, and we bid you adieu.